Now in business, the NGX closed on a positive note amid sell-offs and buy interest as the benchmark all-share index ASI appreciated by 164 basis points. The NGX ASI closed at 49,638.94 points to reflect a growth of 1.64% from the previous trading day and a year-to-date YTD return of 16.21%. Meanwhile, the market capitalization grew by 431.92 billion naira. As at the close of the market on Friday, 29th of April 2022, the stock exchange market value currently stands at 26.76 trillion naira. Joining us live on News Central now is a Managing Director of TrustBanc Capital Management Limited, David Akinsola Ayinde. Glad to have you join us on the news this morning.
Good morning, Rita.
Good
it's
morning.
My pleasure being with you this morning.
Thank you.
And happy Eid Mubarak to all our Muslims all over the world.
Yes, thank you so much. So now straight into business. What sector led the market to its bullish closing on the bourse?
Oh, during the month of April, we saw a lot of movement from the food and beverage industry, the building industry, precisely the cement industry, and the breweries in particular, in where we see Guinness and the Nigerian brewery championing the cause for the whole month of April.
Okay, so if we look at this, have there been any major developments on the floor of the exchange that influenced trading last week?
Well, during the last week, we see a lot of activities in the food and beverage, like I said earlier. And the activities are driven majorly by the corporate action that are being declared by most of the companies that spilled from March to April. And majorly the Q1, impressive Q1 from most of our companies in the country. Right now, we see the likes of Unilever, WAPCO, Nigerian Brewery, Boa Cement, and Total posting significant earnings during the Q1. And this shows that the year 2022 is going to be so positive, so to say. And looking at the sector we are talking about, that means a lot of interests are coming into our manufacturing, into our food and beverage industry, in contrast to what we normally experienced before, which is driven by the market. In where the market is driven by majorly the banking sector. Now we are seeing the likes of the food and beverage industry and the building industry. The beauty also coming up. Most of these companies are coming out from their poor performance in 2020, 2021, and they are showing a stronger earnings and returns posted for investors in 2022.
Nice one. A lot of development in the food and beverage industry. Now, in the fixed income market, what are we looking forward to in this week?
In this week, the fixed income, we don't really expect much, because the last week we saw the primary auction, both in the bond and the treasury bill. Aside the primary market of last week, this week there is no primary auction, and the fixed income was largely quiet with light volume traded across the curve last week. We expect this trend to continue in this week as system liquidity shrinks further.
All right. Thank you so much, David, for joining us on the business desk. Thank you.
Thank you too. And good morning once again.